Right, since 2015, I have been asking continuously for a cease and desist order and a restraining order against family members, certain people. There is, okay, this is going to sound, probably come across the wrong way, I don't care. There is no one in Australia that I want in my life. No one. Okay? I worked towards my life and what I wanted in it a very long time ago, starting back in 2002. I never wanted people in it. I was busy working at Star Casino as a VIP host. I was busy working on my artwork on the side. I was busy also working labouring on the side, doing 2 cash in hand jobs. I was busy making money, which is what I enjoy the most. I was busy having assets, belongings, savings, enjoying my life. I get one life. I don't want to share it with someone. That's it. I've made that clear since 2002. I don't want to share it with somebody. I've been that busy with family functions and family members and looking after my nan even since 2002 for years, right up until she moved in 2005. Okay? And doing things that I don't want to do and then trying to keep my life going where I want to be. Where I want to be doesn't have people in it. Okay? I made that in 2002. I made that perfectly clear. You interfere in my life, you're out. That goes for my twin sister Amanda. You won't be in my life again. Get it through your head. Your behavior in 2017 was it. We are done. We will never ever have a connection again. You did it, Amanda. You did it. You chose to not listen to your brother. That's your choice. Oh, and these other shit because I have a beard. When have I not had a beard? When I went for the job interview at Star Casino in the year 2000, I can't think of the lady's name at the moment who actually did the interview, but the HR lady, she was, oh God, it will come to me. She was Egyptian. But I remember that so clearly because she said, you've got to shave your beard off. And I was like, yeah, why? Because beards were fashionable, but okay, fine, I'll shave it off for the job. You know, but what I used to do was keep a very thin pencil line here, around here. Then as soon as my days were off, it was buffed out. I've always had a beard. You can see that in a photo of me that was taken in 2005 when I was off work for a little bit. I had a beard again. Always used to try and push in back at work and leave my beard on without them, making me shave it off. But then suddenly in the last 9 years, people are like, oh, he thinks he's Muslim. No, I don't. And this is my dad's father. So I look the way I do because that's my grandfather, Stanley Fleming. Dark-skinned, black hair. That's why I look ethnic. Because of my grandfather, Stanley Fleming. There's Ruby and Stanley Fleming. My dad, Mark Fleming's parents. That's why. So stop the fucking shit because I am a character of a person that's had a gutful for 9 years. My dog's not emotional support dog. I said this. I was training my dogs. I got a slip disc in my fucking back. That's what I said. But then suddenly, everybody listened to fucking Giovanni. Well, I've had it with everyone listening to fucking Giovanni. I've had it. And I said this back in 2015. I've had a fucking gut full of the bullshit stories Giovanni Consalvo has told everybody since 2009. And I'm not going to wear the damage for some little cunt from Adelaide making up bullshit. No, I won't. I'm angry for a goddamn fucking reason. I'm not going to sit back and continuously be lied about for another day after the last 9 years, and you fucking cunts can lump it. Because I've had a gutful. This has destroyed my credibility. Been furious with after being lied about in 2015, then surveillanced in 2016, and I'm not a fool. If you think I didn't know I wasn't getting monitored, then you're an absolute idiot. It was so obvious. Okay? Organisations involved, they were told by me, you were lied to about me, you've got wrong information, you're not needed, piss off. No one believed me when I said the truth. I've been harassed, stalked, intimidated, and yeah, that's what you do call it, you dumb, useless fucking pigs. Okay? I'm so sick and tired of the shit since I was lied about in 2015. Sick and tired of it. And that's where it started. I've had an absolute gutful. You can go to my twin sister Amanda and say, forget about ever being in your brother's life again. You made your choice in 2017. Live with it. You would never be in my life again. There is not one person in Australia that will. I don't give a shit about friends. I don't care if someone said, but what we saw in 2017. What you saw in 2017 was acting. Was acting to play a prank on Michael Long, Deb Mears, and the other idiots that were breaking privacy, confidentiality, and prying laws. It wasn't real. It was not fucking real. And I said that back in 2017. So don't keep bringing it up, because there's no way in hell I want any connections with people in Australia. This bullshit about I was going to America for help with PTSD, that was acting. That was acting. No, I wasn't. I was going to America, so I got a green card to America, and I was going to go work in design, but you stopped me going back to my studies in design. That's what I was initially going there for. But I've always got my casino industry to fall back on. You fucked my design studies up, and you did for 9 years. I have to go back and do them now, and I'm actually so behind everybody else because I've done nothing with it for over 9 years. That's it. I had a green card to America since 2014 after going through the process. I was moving there as a permanent resident. I wasn't going there because I've got friends in America. No, I don't. I was being a smart ass because, again, I knew I was getting privacy invasion, prying. I knew. That was all acting. I said this back in 2017. It was not real. You broke laws prying into my life. I want you assholes charged for it. I will put my own twin sister in jail for it. And believe me, I will. So just butt out and mind your own business. I've never used drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I've never been suicidal. I don't have depression. You fucking lied. And Giovanni Consalvo should be charged for fraud and should be charged for forgery because he's one of the ones that started it. But who's to blame? Him who started it, or my mother who tried to scam onto it, or her sister's the same thing. And I'll tell you now, there is no family members alive that I've ever been close to. There was only 4 family members I was ever close to in my life. My nan Lola, my grandfather Reg, and that doesn't mean I want to have them back in my life. They're dead. I don't even want anything that reminds me of them. I like my life. What reminds me of my life? City, my cars, my assets, my belongings, my money. That's what I enjoy. Not family, not friends, but what I set out to do in my life since 2002 is what I enjoy. Okay? That is it. Don't involve yourself. Mind your own business, because one day you're going to get someone like me that's going to start involving myself into your fucking life and you're not going to like it. And my hairdresser, Belinda Jeffries, already knows that, what that's like. So butt out, because you fucked over my life for 9 years. And I'm telling you now, I'm not backing down, so I'm compensated for those 9 years. And I won't. You had no right and no legal right to involve yourself in my life. And as for fucking Dad's side, you want to know why I'm angry? They start, all their information and bullshit came from my ex-partner, Giovanni. I didn't really start socialising with my dad's side. Not talking about my dad. My dad and I have always been close. But the sisters and the cousins that my dad warned me about. Here's the thing. My dad, Mark Fleming, there's a divide in the family before I was born. So when Dad's mother, Ruby Fleming, passed away, that was in October 2007, Dad said, oh, God, I wish you wouldn't stay in touch with them. Like, Justin, you weren't, and I wasn't around. I was a kid, didn't know, the divide in the family, because like Dad's like, they're troublemakers. They're trouble. I wish you wouldn't involve yourself. And I love my dad. He was right. They are trouble, because they didn't want to know me. If they wanted to know me, they'd know something about me. They don't know anything about me. What do they know? What does Joe and Hillier know? What does my cousin Christy Saruni know? What do they know? What does Fiona know? Like anything? What does Auntie Linda and Uncle Tony know? What does Auntie Sharon know? I mean, okay, I like hanging around with them. I did. Like socialising with them. But it was to a point where it's like, they don't know anything about me. They know what my partner Giovanni's feeding them. And that gets to you where you're like, what do they know? They don't sit with you and ever have a conversation with you. It's about Geo. They don't know that you've been studying. It's like you've been working on art exhibitions and your Uncle Fred's photography. And when your Uncle Fred lived in Bellevue Hill, which he did, they don't even know this. They don't know nothing. They don't care because they don't want to know. They're only here for the gossip and they're only here for troublemaking, which is exactly what your dad, Mark Fleming, warned you about them, which is why your dad has nothing to do with them, because they're troublemakers. And I sat back going, God, it's right. Dad's right. They're troublemakers. Here I am around cousins who, it hit me at Carly's wedding. When Carly was marrying David, it hit me then. And I dropped them off in the hotel room. And so I dropped them off in the hotel, exited the drive of the hotel, driving out, turning left down the road, then left again. And I'm driving back to the reception. And on the right hand side, there's a park, and I pulled over and stopped for a minute and thought, I don't want to go back there. Literally, I don't want to go back there. Because I'm going to be in the same situation around family members who don't know me. And it's all over Gio and what Gio's told them, and they have no idea who I am as a person. Isn't that disgusting? So what I did was I sat there for about an hour, then I rang Uncle Tony and said, oh, I'm lost. I'm heading around this way, But I wasn't. I was just down the road. I had to sort of cover my time where I'd been. I wasn't lost at all. I just couldn't be around them. And that tells more about their character than mine. They never bothered. They didn't know a thing about me. They didn't care to know me. This is the damage that Giovanni's done towards my family and connections since I've met the guy. This is what he's done. Giovanni Consalvo has damaged my life greatly. Any family connections. He just involves people into his bullshit. Man, he'll keep getting away with it until someone arrests the bastard and say, you did commit fraud. You're not going to get away with that. And you did commit forgery. You're not going to get away with it. It's about time you are held accountable for the trouble you've caused in someone else's life since 2009 for your own benefit and gain, because no one else benefited from this except for you, Giovanni. And Justin certainly didn't want it. Yeah, I didn't. The amount of drama he has caused since I met him. Involving people. Involving my mother, who was always at arm's length as well. Yeah, or messaging Miriam Mihalski, or even though when I met him, he was told about the argument Miriam Mihalski and I had in 2002, and to not trust him. I'm only affiliated with Miriam for Nan's sake. But he kept that going as well and dragging people into my life. So no, I'm done. I'm done with the last 9 years. What people need to do is you live your life and you mind your own business. I live my life and I've always mind my own business. I know how to do that. You don't involve yourself in my life. And that's final. I've said the same thing for 9 years. So if police want someone to go after the people who don't learn their lesson once in 9 years about harassing me instead of letting them get away with it. Because you're letting groups, organisations and people get away with it. And I'm telling you now, there is nobody in Australia that I want in my life. And I'm definitely not going to make connections with anybody in Australia until after all this goes legally. Then I will settle back down and might make some new connections with people if I want to. But what I really want to do is get back to earning money, and that's it. I only care about money and assets and belongings. My life, because it is my life. One person that I want to enjoy. My life, like I used to. Living in a city with my money, my savings, my car, my assets, my belongings. I enjoy that. I don't enjoy meddling, troublemaking people.